Hello, everyone. My name is Brian Diper. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Edge AI and Vision Alliance, which is a worldwide industry partnership bringing together technology suppliers and end product companies to accelerate the adoption of Edge AI and Vision. I'm here today with Sean Hemo and Jenny Plunkett, who are both Senior Developer Relations Engineers at Edge Impulse, to talk about their company's upcoming deep dive session and other planned activities at the 2023 Embedded Vision Summit at the Santa Clara, California Convention Center. Hey, Sean and Jenny.
Hi.
Hey, Brian.
So you both gave a deep dive session at last year's summit. What are the topics you plan to cover at this year's deep dive session?
This year, I'm planning to go into data augmentation. A lot of people have probably heard of this. This is where you can use some scripting, some programs to automatically generate data based on an original data set. And we're going to use that to compare a machine learning model for identifying different objects. I will keep that a secret what we're going to be identifying, but we'll first train a model in order to see what the accuracy looks like. And then we're going to do some data augmentation, some hands-on. You'll get to play with Colab. And then we're going to bring that into Edge Impulse and then retrain that model so you can see how that affects accuracy just by running a quick program so you don't have to go and collect more original data. This should be a lot of fun, and it dovetails nicely with what Jenny will be doing.
Yeah, I'm really excited this year. After Sean's workshop, we'll be learning how to take those models that we just augmented with more data to develop and deploy these vision models for our edge devices. And this year, I'm working specifically with engineers at TI with their new platform, the TI TDA4VM processor. And we're going to be taking a computer vision model that we develop as a group in the workshop and deploy it to these devices, which TI is providing for your use during the workshop.
So I'm curious, why do you feel that these particular topics are important to session attendees as well as the industry more generally?
Well, that's a good question, Brian. The importance of being able to do something like data augmentation is because gathering and labeling data can be very expensive, very time consuming. And any techniques or tricks we can give to practitioners in order to develop vision models for doing things like image classification or object detection will help a lot, because you can create better, more robust models that are hopefully more accurate, and do things like reduce biases if you can't collect certain data, or like, let's say you have something where it is you only have like one or two images of a certain class and then hundreds of another. We can use something like data augmentation to increase those. Now, it's not perfect. Obviously, collecting your own data is better, but this can save you a lot of time and get you to a more robust model more quickly.
And following off of Sean's workshop, my workshop is going to be great because then now that we have this model, it's going to be great to see the complete end-to-end process of how we take a model and deploy it onto an edge device. So we'll recap the whole process of data collection, refining your data, extracting your most important features, training your model, and then deploying it onto your device, and completely reiterating that end-to-end flow. It will be a great example of how quickly you can create edge models for your edge devices like the TI TDA4VM.
So what interesting innovations based on these topics will you be sharing with session attendees?
Well, I don't know if there's anything specific that's coming out of as an innovation of data augmentation, but it is a general topic, especially as it relates to machine learning and AI. And in this case, we're applying it to vision. Hopefully, across the industry, people can start using these techniques to generate better models.
And in my workshop, we'll be going over a few slides of various applications and innovations that we can use after developing these computer vision models for the TI TDA4VM. But we'll go over some specific use cases, including innovations in the fields of industrial, agriculture, and even security applications as well.
What's the format of your deep dive session going to be? Is it going to be presentations? Are there going to be demos from you? Is it going to be hands-on workshop aspects, multiple of these?
Well, my hope is that it's going to be as hands-on as possible. And what I'm envisioning for this is that we will first use Edge Impulse to train a model, And then I will hand a Google Colab over. So people just need to bring their laptops to do a little bit of typing and I believe have an Edge Impulse as well as a Gmail account to make this happen. And we're going to go through some Colab cells. And then what I'm planning to do is have a couple in there where they can enter their own code to maybe modify how the data augmentation works. And then that will be set up to push that data back to the Edge Impulse project. And then they can retrain and then maybe discuss with their neighbors about what they found that works better for certain augmentation.
So in the second part of the workshop, we'll be doing a hands-on deep dive workshop where we'll be going from a slide presentation that going over and recapping the things that Sean presented in his portion of the workshop. And then we'll be going into a deep dive of a complete demo of the TI-TDA 4VM with a computer vision application. And we'll also be going through as a group and deploying our computer vision model onto this device as well.
So beside your deep dive session, what other activities will your company be involved in at this year's Embedded Vision Summit?
This year, Edge Impulse will have a booth where we will be showing our partners' demos at the booth, similar to last year. And then we'll also have 2 general session talks presented by our CTO, Young Nongboon, and our Global Director, Amir Sherman.
The 2 talks will be by Amir and Jan. Amir is going to be talking about how you can use Edge Impulse to deploy machine learning models to a variety of hardware platforms. That means everything from tiny microcontrollers to things like single board computers to even GPUs, thinking like NVIDIA type stuff. So all across this spectrum where we can deploy these models, which is going to be really interesting to hear about. In addition, Jan's going to be talking about an application of FOMO, which is our constrained object detection system, where we can deploy object detection to things like microcontrollers and save on a lot of power. Now, he's going to be talking about how it's used for anomaly detection. And that means you can point a camera, think something's being manufactured along a conveyor belt, and you can look down and it's going to identify anomalies. So things that don't look right on this entire image, and it's going to tell you where they are and be able to count them for you, which is very helpful in things like machine health. So check that one out as well.
Thanks again to Sean Hebel and Jenny Puckett, Senior Developer Relations Engineers at Edge Impulse, for sharing their insights on their company's deep dive session and other planned activities at the 2023 Embedded Vision Summit. The summit, taking place in Santa Clara, California, is the key event for system and application developers who are incorporating computer vision and perceptual AI into products. It attracts a unique audience of over 1,400 product creators, entrepreneurs, and business decision makers who are creating and using computer vision and visual AI technologies. It's a unique venue for learning, sharing insights, and getting the word out about interesting new technologies, techniques, applications, products, and practical breakthroughs in computer vision and visual AI. Once again, we'll be offering a packed program with more than 90 sessions, more than 80 exhibitors, and hundreds of demos, all covering the technical and business aspects of practical computer vision, deep learning, visual AI, and related technologies. And also returning this year, as you've just heard, are the Edge AI Deep Dive Days, a series of in-depth sessions such as the one we've discussed today, all focused on specific topics of visual AI at the Edge. For more information about the summit, including online registration, please visit www.embeddedvisionsummit.com. I look forward to seeing you there.